Huh. Hello everybody. Welcome back. Anyways, I found a thing here, and it's pretty interesting. It's a woodland mansion. So, anyways, after traveling for days and days and days, I stumbled upon this here, and definitely I think I want to set up a camp close to here. So, let's have a look around at the area here. Me and my trusty horse. Let's see. Yeah, maybe just on the hill here somewhere. Make up a little clearing sort of thing. But first things first, let's just park our horse. So, there. I actually really enjoy traveling by horseback. A lot of people don't even bother with Minecraft, but to me it's one of the fun things. Although you just have to be very careful that you don't fall into ravines with the horse, because it's a bit of a pain to get them out of there. Anyways, let's just get a little camp set up here. What should I make here? Let's see. Probably campfire. Yeah, every camp needs a campfire. All right, so jungle. I was originally running around looking for jungle, so there happens to be jungle here, and that's the main reason I went adventuring. However, stumbling upon a woodland mansion is actually pretty cool. They're pretty rare in the game, and normally the only way to find them is to... We've got some neighbors. Normally the only way to find them is to get a cartographer and get them to give you a woodland mansion map sort of thing. So that's fine. Here, yeah, bamboo. That's the real reason I went for the dungeon. Not dungeons, the jungle. So anyways, what I'll probably do is I think I'll set up a bit of a farm here, because I want to be able to have some source of food unless I manage to wrangle a whole bunch of animals here. So yeah, bread is a decent food, so we'll try planting some of that. If I happen to have a potato hanging around, maybe I'll plant a potato or two, because those are also a pretty good food. But yeah, I like this hill. Let's see what it's like up here. Now, oh, a cow. Didn't notice that. So yeah, let's get some seeds here, and probably plant a few jungle trees, because now that we've finally found jungle wood, we can make some ridiculously large jungle trees. And every time you harvest one of those, it's a whole lot of logs. So I'd still like to avoid having to do a actual tree farm for the moment. I haven't really found a design that I like yet. Except, well, actually, someone pointed one out to me. My friend Old Noob Miner mentioned that he saw one by ENX04, and it is a tree farm that is, mostly automatic, like all of them are, but also can work with the crimson and warped stems from the nether. So, oop, the night is dark and full of terrors. Chicken. Time to rest. Anyways, what I think I'll do is I think I'll build a house on this hill, maybe just coming out of the side of the hill here. And after that's up and running and all nice and dandy, then I'll probably go visit our neighbors at some point. So that'll be a fun episode. But for now, let's just get a farm going, and I'll come back when it's ready. All right then. So now the trick is just to get enough seeds to plant the rest of the farm. I'm going to do alternating rows, so every second row will be the seeds, which then can hopefully make it grow faster. Now, I need to find a second cow so we can breed that with the first cow. Once we have that, that'd be great. And I'm just going to clear... I want this to be flat up here. Let's see here. What to do. So, yeah, anyways, just back to the plan. So, bit of a farm, bit of a house. I'm not sure how big I'll make it, but I'm probably going to make it out of some variety of jungle wood, since there's obviously so much of that lying around. Actually, jungle wood, maybe spruce, because there's a whole lot of spruce here as well. So anyways, we'll try that out and see how it looks. Ow, 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 ow. Hot feet. Ugh. I gotta stop doing that. Okay, so here we are. Farm's been doing pretty well. Haven't really gotten many seeds yet, but still working on it. Got a few potatoes that will make a nice, lovely potato crop for us. So let's fill this in here. Okay. Yeah, so I think it's time to probably start building a bit of a house. So let's see here. Set our spawn point. Inventory. By the way, did find another cow and started bringing them up and slaughtering them for food. So that is very good. So it means we have some good food kicking around if we need it. All right, now let's see here. Well, let's use this probably as a starting spot here. So I think what I'll do is I'll build a frame of jungle wood and I will use birch planks as the walls. So we'll see how that turns out. And now I did do a little bit of exploring off camera and I discovered several acacia villages relatively close by in that direction over there. So definitely go visiting those at some point as well. But in the meantime, I need a little bit more jungle wood here. So let's just come up to the top of the tree. I love my fortune hoe. It's fantastic for making sure that you get lots of good drops from the leaves. Anyways. Yeah. I know for sure that I don't have enough resources to finish what I'm thinking of for the frame of the house, but it's a start. So we should probably get started. Those lovely little cows just making their mooing over there. I'll leave those oak trees planted so maybe we can have some extra oak wood if we need it for something. Haven't decided what yet though. So here we go. What should I do here? Yeah, okay. Here'll be corner number 1. And I'm thinking that I'll probably make this house not a complete normal rectangle. I'm going to vary it a little bit, possibly have like another rectangle coming out of it. I find the best way to make your house look interesting is just not to use a square or rectangle. And you can take the intersections of these squares and rectangles, and it actually looks quite good when you do that. So the other thing I like to do is I like to build a frame outside of the house of some sort of material. And I like that stripped log. Okay, but anyways, I think it looks really interesting, and it adds a little bit of depth to it. Now I know you can add depth to your build in other ways, but this is an easy way to do it for me. And because I'm not a professional builder like many other wonderful Minecraft people, for me it's a good happy medium. Now, another thing that I do not do that other professional builders do, and I really should get in the habit of it, is actually like deciding on a color palette to start with. I'm just sort of winging this right now because I think I've seen these colors together before, and I think they do work pretty well. So we'll find out for sure when we get it a little bit more filled out here. And I think I want to have some nice big windows in the walls as well, so we're going to leave room for that. Now, when you're building in survival, you should probably also light up the area. I mean, there's nobody around me right now, but monsters will start to spawn at some point, and that's not necessarily a good thing while you're trying to build something. Yeah, I'm just filling this in for now, but I will add windows. I'll punch holes in it and make some windows as well. I'm not really sure about the floor either. I might use some sort of stripped wood for the floor, but we'll have to see. That's one way to make a nice pattern in your floor with some variety is to do stripped wood, because the stripped wood, if you angle it in different directions, you can make like a crisscross pattern that is quite nice. Yeah, I think this is coming along okay. Make a little bit more room here. Okay, I think we'll leave this section for a minute or two and work on the back wall. And I think actually what I want to do is I want to have a back wall that extends out, into the hill. So that's what we'll do for our second rectangle. We'll basically branch it out into the hill and either make a tunnel that goes down into the hill and towards a mine, or, well, yeah, I think we'll do that. So let's look here. I'll put another door back here and probably have to hollow out a bit of a back entrance here. You always want to have for a legal suite. You want to have 2 exits to the house. So we'll get that going. There's our cows. Okay, so yeah, how about I'm not sure how far I want this to come back. Probably this far, maybe. I don't know. We'll try it out. And this may be higher than the rest of the house. So one of the nice things to do to make your builds look good is to have a variety of heights in it. So the depth of something and how it looks like in a 3-dimensional way when you look at it is one thing, but also having heights and levels as well. So like everything doesn't have to be the same height, and it's actually kind of cool to mix it up when you do that. It makes it look like very natural and realistic. If you drive around your neighborhood and look at different houses, you know, with like the gabled roofs and stuff like that, you know, they'll have a big main roof, but sometimes they'll have like a little section coming out of it, which is a smaller roof pointing in the opposite or sideways direction sort of thing. So using that in your Minecraft builds can help it look quite nice. Now I definitely need a lot more resources, so I'm going to collect some of that and I'll come back in a minute. Oof, I think that's probably going to do it for now. So it's getting pretty dark. Should probably head back for the moment and see what we're at. Yeah, this is actually a really nice area. It's right between like a whole bunch of jungle and a whole bunch of spruce, which I enjoy. And then there's dark oak not far away and acacia. So really all of the different wood types are good to go here. Now probably want to sleep and make sure that there's no other creepy crawlies coming to visit while we're constructing. Always a good thing. Okay, so let's finish this part now. Okay. Not sure how high I want to make this. Let's just try it. We'll try it and see. I have an idea in my head, but it's not really fleshed out, right? So it's subject to change, and I don't really mind changing it if it turns out to be not as good as we want it to be. Okay, so now let's just by eyeballing it, I think that I want this to go back a little further. So let's tear this up and make it go a bit more. There. So I'm going to use the hill as sort of a guide, right? So I think this is how high I want the back portion of this to be. And we'll have some sort of like roof on it, like an angled roof. And yeah, I think that'll work out okay. So let's just fill this in and go from here now. So the big main room, probably going to want to continue out this way. Let's see here. Where do I want my floor to be? I should probably think about that too. Let's clear out some of our inventory here of things that we don't need at the moment. Actually, just a moment here. I will need those to build it up, I think. So, alright, let's see if we can get this wall more or less finished. I may not want it to extend down that far. Anyways, I'll make a few decisions and we'll be back in a moment. Alright, so I think I've nailed down the outside frame of the house, at least the basic shape of what I want to have. So now it's just a matter of adding some depth and character to the outside of it. And, you know, walls and floors and important things like that. So let's start off by adding the frame around the edge here with the jungle wood. I've got a feeling I'm going to need more of this too, but we'll just do this for starters here and see how it looks. So we'll go all the way to the corner, and then we'll have to build up the corner itself. Now, thinking about this a little bit, I probably don't want the birch to go all the way down. I probably want it just to basically go to floor level, which will probably be somewhere around here. And then we'll use the jungle to act like a frame across. So it'll be like the bottom floor will end at that spot. Let's see how that looks if we do it this way. So we just bring this all the way across, and this will act as like the bottom frame of the house, right? So we'll probably want to get rid of all this extra birch here. Like so. Okay. And then I guess inside we'll build it up with some dirt or something just to make it proper. Now the bottom frame should start from here and build upwards. So this is essentially like providing support for the corner of the house. Hopefully it'll look okay. Alright, so let's go back and make sure all this is stripped properly. I love that they added the stripped wood in Minecraft. It was such a neat addition because it took all of those lovely textures and just made lighter shades of them. Really good for building. And, you know, it's less harsh than the full-blown barked version of it, right? So, there we go. Poor little horse down there is just sitting around. Has no idea what we're doing. Okay. Now, trust me, it'll look pretty good, I think, when we're done. May look weird now, but it's a work in progress. So, let's not judge it too harshly. I'll probably, yeah, I might hollow a little bit around the end here, but we'll have to see. We'll try it and see. But we want to be able to this here. So yeah. I'm only digging down one just because I want to make it look like it's coming out of the ground. You know, the way a real house's support might look. And is that it for what we have? I guess so. Well, time to plant some jungle. Now, actually, the best thing would be to do a jungle giant. So let's see if we can get a few more saplings for that. The nice thing about jungle giants is that they have the vines, so you can actually just sort of make your way up to the top and then mine downwards, as opposed to having to, you know, do it from the bottom, where often it can be hard to do. Let's move over here, like so. Use my hoe to see if I can get some more saplings quickly. There we go. Yeah, the hoe is literally the best for saplings. You can use a fortune axe as well, and it will work, but having a fortune hoe is so much faster. Anyways, let's get some more wood, and we'll be back in a minute. Okie dokie. So, got a bit more wood now. Boop. Yeah, I think that looks good. All right. Now, yeah, this hill here, I have to do something about the floor, I think. I'm going to have to build it up a little bit because otherwise it's just going to look totally wonky. So why don't we think about filling in some of that. Now, I think when you place a grass block on top of a grass block, the one beneath it will lose its grass, which is what I want because otherwise it's going to look really strange. But that happens over time, so it takes a little while. Let's build this up in the corner here. We'll do some landscaping on the outside as well, but for the moment we'll just leave that where it is. Now, yeah, there we go. Okay. kind of wanting to not have it all filled in. Maybe just have it look like the house is supported at one corner by the outside log. I think that'll look pretty neat. But anyways, we'll fiddle around with it and see how it looks. Now, it's getting dark again, but actually, I'm mostly worried about spawns inside the house. But I probably worry about ones outside the house too. But something in here like a creeper could do a lot of damage. Kill the horse, that sort of thing. Alright. Still nothing. Waiting for trees to grow can take a while. Anyways, I'll be back after getting a few more resources. Alright, here we go. So, let's get our corner going here. Boop. And we'll bring that all the way across. Like so. Strip it all. Have a snack. Okay. And what I'm thinking for the roof is we'll have a roof with a bit of an overhang, and we'll make that out of probably jungle stairs. So I think that'll look pretty good. So let's give that a whirl. Yeah, I think I'm really liking how this is turning out. So, let's see here. The idea is that frame should be all around the edges of the house, which looks like support, but also gives it depth, right? I'm gonna have to hollow this out here. Probably bring that birch all the way down. My original thought was to have like a cave going into the hill here, but I may just have a ladder going down instead. We'll see. I haven't really decided yet. Right. Clear all this out first, and bring it all the way down to what the level is going to be the floor. This shovel's getting a lot of exercise. Yeah, so I think this will look good. So let's bring this down in all of the different directions for the wall. Still to be decided. So we'll leave that there for the moment. Now, and once again for the floor, I think I'll use the maybe just to use the jungle because we have so much of it lying around. But we'll have to see how it looks first. If it's not good enough, then we'll definitely have to choose something else. But in the meantime, I think it'll end up looking pretty good. So pop that hole back up there and bring the birch down some more. It'll look a lot different once we have the windows in as well too, so I'm kind of looking forward to that part. Okay. Let's think here. Remember that supposed floor I was talking about? I think it's probably getting time to figure out where I want to have that. And rumors of a floor so far have been greatly exaggerated, but hope to fix that pretty soon. Anyways, it looks like that's about as much time as I have for the episode, so I think I'll call it here. I hope everybody had a good time. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and hope to see you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and cheers.